Tell living in that living room all white. I'm up all night, season ends while niggas sleeping. Lost so many guys, guess why I'm breathing. We keep it strong as the name live on, like if they was never gone. Mind blown, and even my ever since. This is just incompetence on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level. Well, I guess not, because we see it all the time. I mean, it happens pretty much every damn day. And it's bigger than, you know, contrary to what they try to make it on mainstream media shit, it's bigger than race. See, it got diluted, the conversation got diluted when the racial factor got brought into it last year. We weren't able to strictly identify the police and the problem with policing. And so it brought all this stupid bickering back and forth between, you know, black folks and white folks and all this shit, you know. It's not to say different points that made aren't valid, but it took the focus off of, you know, the total focus off of coming up with solutions and having a conversation about, you know, policing here in America. There's a lot of problems, man. We see a lot of this stuff go on. Incompetent individuals. So if you didn't see, man, this dude, Richard Lee Richards, shopping at a Lowe's. His 61-year-old man, he in a wheelchair. He had stolen a toolbox, allegedly. And one of the employees had contacted not before that, loss prevention got to him and asked him to see his receipt. And he said, "I got your receipt right here," and brandished a knife. So he was a damn fool, you know, ain't no telling, especially 61 years old and stuff like that. Ain't no excuse, he's a damn fool. But he brandishes a knife, and then at some point he says he's going back into the store. Now, the officer that's on duty, that's doing the special detail for that work, his name's Ryan Remington. As a matter of fact, it was a couple, I believe it was a couple of officers, but he shows up, and as he's showing up, the man Richard Lee Richards is heading back into Lowe's. And keep in mind, this dude is confined to an electric wheelchair, so he's moving at a snail's pace. And the officer's telling him to drop the weapon. Well, no, telling him to stop. And I already identified that he has a knife in his hand, and the dude proceeds to keep slowly rolling into Lowe's. And the officer unloads 9 shots into this dude, into the back of this dude. No taser, no nothing. It said the defense attorney, because he was fired, of course. He was fired. I don't know if he's going to have any charges pressed on him. The defense attorney said that he felt that he couldn't use his taser or whatnot. Do you hear how ridiculous this is? Now, like I said, I don't know if he could be charged for this because, you know, I don't know the laws in that city. It obviously didn't fall in line with how the department handled their business, so they went ahead and let him go. But he's filing an appeal, so I don't know if he's got something with that or not. You know, all that's with the training. But at what point do you go beyond training and use your fucking brain? And that's a lot of people's problems, you know, with police. Instead of using, well, it's not just police, it's just a lot of people. Instead of being a robot, you're not a damn robot, you're a human being, which means you can use discretion in certain situations. You can identify the situation around you, especially in your police officer. And if you can't be able to identify the situation and what's going on around you, you're in the wrong damn profession. Yeah, the dude was, and they bringing up, criminal history and all of that. Y'all know I don't, when it comes to an isolated situation, I don't bring up criminal history. I don't care. But he had a lengthy criminal record. But I mean, the dude stole a toolbox. The dude was in a wheelchair. What the hell was he gonna do? Even if he was going back in the store, I could see if he had a gun, right? See, this is where discretion comes into play. I could see if he had a gun, but the dude's in a wheelchair. It's moving slow. I mean, what you think? The dude was gonna kick it in the hyperdrive and start moving at breakneck speeds? What you thought was gonna happen? What you thought was a possibility? You thought maybe it's the possibility he could hop up. Maybe he could walk all of a sudden. He's faking like he's in a wheelchair. He could walk all of a sudden and go stabbing a bunch of people. Except if he wanted to do that, he probably would have did that already. He probably would have got away already. Dude obviously wasn't in his right mind. 61-year-old, don't look like he's in his right mind. But, like I said, he's in a wheelchair. Screw all that other stuff, whether he's in his right mind or not. He's in a wheelchair, electric wheelchair. Anybody who's in danger could very easily avoid this dude. Like, come on. You emptied the whole clip into this dude. Usually when you get in a situation like that, you empty the whole entire clip. It's because, it's in the heat of the moment and, you got a immediate threat right there. Nah, it's just like something out of a damn, I don't know, some parody show or something, like a Family Guy or some crap. Yeah. Completely incompetent. But dumb crap like this happens every single day. And it never sees the light of the day. I'm talking about it happens with black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever you want to name, happens to all. In conscionable ways. You just don't see it. They choose to broadcast whichever ones that they want to broadcast. I would say that, the ones that get enough, that get enough attention in the media, but no, it don't always work like that. It's whatever they choose to capitalize off of. Right? Or bring to the forefront. But if you follow this stuff every day, you have, just to keep an eye, and it can be, you got to balance yourself and know how to take this stuff in, because if you're very sensitive and stuff like that, it's going to take over you. But if you want to be informed so you can know how to move about on different, issues and stuff like that, you have to be informed, which means you got to keep an eye out on things, but a lot of people just want to do a lot of talking. They don't want to gather the information. They just want to be out on the forefront and sit up there thinking they can come with solutions without even being able to diagnose the problem. Imagine if you had a doctor like that. But yeah, so, yeah, just what can you say? What can you say? So we'll see where this goes. But yeah, this is stupid, man. Like I said, the old man, he was a damn fool. He was doing, dumb crap, but nobody was in immediate danger. Nobody was in immediate danger. This dude does not. If he had two legs, if he had, if his legs were working, he's sitting up there getting up and walking into the store with it, then I'd get it. That'd be understandable. But, just complete abandonment of discretion, huh? So, let me know what you think in the comment section. Yeah, man, look. We got to bring more, got to make stuff happen, man, in these cities, man. Bring some, or at least, man, start, because you got to have the conversation. I know a lot of people want to be, more about that action, less conversation, but you got to be able, like I said, got to be able to identify the issues in the proper manner and context before you can even take an action, okay? So yeah, you gotta have the conversation. You gotta have can't be none of that emotional crap and stuff like that. You gotta have the information, and so you can know what needs to be tweaked in your city, because we just don't have a society like that. We just kind of just go whatever's the flow. We'll have all type of crazy laws in our law book, and we'll just keep on pushing. Won't do nothing to get it changed. Won't show up to, city halls or demand, stuff gets changed, but, everybody will be at their clubs. Everybody will be at, out kicking it. Everybody will be out Christmas shopping. And, that makes sense because it's for their personal life and stuff like that. You just, but just don't be mad when, when different shit goes down. Just don't be mad when different shit goes down. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.